Hey everyone, I'm Mark. Today is hot pepper harvesting day. I think we did pretty well. Got several different varieties here that did a lot better than others. So I want to go through a few of those with you. You can see behind me is everything that we pulled today. This is the big main harvest that basically I want to do to give to a friend of mine who is going to process all of these. Because if I were to process all of these in the kitchen at my house, the people that live with me probably wouldn't talk to me for about 2 weeks because of all the fumes that would be going around. But like I say, there's some that just really performed exceptionally well. Banana peppers are one of my favorites because I personally can't take a whole lot of heat. So I just like banana peppers to be pickled. So this is just the regular heirloom banana pepper that's been around for forever. You can see that the size of it's pretty good. The yield has been very nice. But over here, I want to show you a hybrid. This is a hybrid called Sweet Sunset. And the productivity on this was excellent. The fruits you can see are just a little bit longer than those on the classic heirloom. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that seems to be the case in my opinion. So I think for a pickling sweet banana pepper for next year, I'm probably just going to grow these. Might grow a few of those in case something happens with the crop, but I'm very happy with the Sweet Sunsets. Another one that just outperformed everything, it seems like, is this habanero called Lantern Red. The plant was basically dripping with these. I don't know if you get a good shot of that, but this is a pepper for my taste. It's probably a little too extreme for me, but if it's dulled down a little bit and put in some guacamole or in some kind of salsa or something, then maybe I'll be able to handle it. But the production on it is just outstanding, and the fruits are really pretty. As far as another habanero, classic Habanero Orange, these are the ones you see in the grocery store a lot. The production on these has been fantastic. Flaming Fire, this is a cayenne pepper that we put in the same box because we started running out of boxes, but the production on this wasn't really that great. I'm sort of disappointed, but we'll see. The flavor seems to be pretty good. But let's see. We did 3 different kinds of jalapenos this year. One of them is Mucho Nacho. I kind of messed this up because I put 2 jalapenos in the same box, but the Mucho Nacho ones we put all the way on the top. And then the regular jalapenos, like the heirloom jalapenos, are all the way down at the bottom. And I'm going to see if I can grab some of the regular jalapenos out. You see the regular jalapenos are a lot smaller. Great flavor. I mean, you can't not grow this plant. But the Mucho Nachos were a little bit bigger, they're a little bit hotter, but they had a lot of cracking to them, if you can see that. And I'm thinking that might be a calcium issue. I'm not sure. I know that I did not treat the soil with lime this year, which could have attributed to that. Some of the tomatoes that I did cracked a little more than I would have liked. So I think that a calcium analysis is going to be necessary. So that might be what the case is there. But there is a variety of jalapeno that we grew called Emerald Fire. And that one did really well. You can see there's not much cracking to it. We've been picking on this pretty much all summer. And the fruits are a lot larger. I'd say a little bit larger than the Mucho Nacho and definitely larger than the traditional regular jalapeno that we grow and sell. The heat on Emerald Fire, it's a little bit more mild too, so you can get away with things a little better. Too much heat you can't really get out of. If it's not enough heat, you can always fix that with maybe like one of these or something. But lemon drop, a friend of mine, this is one that he says has a very, very good flavor. I'm just going to take his word for it because, again, I can't handle too much heat. But a very, very pretty plant. The fruits on this come in late. It was actually extremely productive, and there's a lot of green fruit left on it. But I planted all of these peppers in about mid to late June, I believe. And I think if I planted them a little bit earlier, then a lot of the green fruits on the plants would have ripened by now. So that's that one. Anaheim. This is a green chili with basically no heat at all that has an unbelievable amount of fruits on each plant. The production has just been through the roof. We've got this whole box and that bag right there. I don't know if that bag's in frame, but this box and that bag came off of maybe 4 or 5 plants. So that's, I was really impressed with that. The Serrano pepper, I think this, for me, this is probably going to be my favorite like pickled pepper, because the heat is just right. It's not too hot for me, and the size of it is great for, I think would be a great snack. Put into a pickle jar or fermented or however you want to do them. But, if you haven't grown Serrano peppers, this is the first year that I've grown them, and I'm really, really happy with them. So if you haven't done them, definitely give them a try. The production, man, is really nice on those. What else? Let's see. Jamaican chocolate. This is a neat one. This pepper plant, the plant gets really, really big with these. It's out of 30 varieties or 20 some varieties. I think it's the tallest one out of all of them. And the color is just fantastic. I think it's probably the prettiest of all the pepper fruits that we did. So that's that one. Jamaican Yellow. These are ones that I just haven't tried yet, and I'm really probably won't, because that's beyond my level in terms of Scovilles. And then Ancho Poblanos, Pepperoncini. I was kind of skeptical about whether or not to grow these, because you can buy them so easily in the grocery store, canned or pickled. But after growing them, I think I'm definitely going to grow them again next year, and keep on going, because the production is just amazing. I mean, the plants are just dripping with these, and there's a ton more left over there that I think I'm going to get to tomorrow, or let somebody that works here at the farm go ahead and have their way with them. But it's just an incredibly productive plant. So that's about it. That's about all we got today. I'm pretty happy. I think that's going to probably consume most of tomorrow for my friend, who's going to, I guess, pickle some and dry some and do whatever. I'm kind of excited to see what he comes up with. But pretty good day as far as I'm concerned, as far as hot pepper harvest. Thanks for watching. Oh, that's a couple more that I didn't mention. I forgot to mention. Cherry bomb. This is a really popular pepper for pickling. People put these in jars, or you can stuff them with cheese, something like that. But they're an interesting little pepper. Ghost pepper. This was the hottest pepper in the world for quite a while, and I almost feel like uncomfortable holding these. I'm gonna have to wash my hands really good once we're done with all this. But it's just a really pretty plant. They're almost like thorny in appearance. In fact, they are sort of thorny. I don't know if you can see that. See the little thorns on them, on the red? But that's Ghost. And one that, if you haven't grown before, that I would definitely say is worth a try is this one's called Thai Hot. And what's really interesting about this is its growth habit. These are the peppers that it makes. You can see it's a really narrow pepper. It's small, so it would dry probably very easily with, I would think, very few problems because it doesn't have a whole lot of moisture content to it. So you're not going to have rot issues if you try to dry them out, or even if you leave them on the plant for too long. And this is the way that they grow. I cut a piece off of a Thai hot plant just to show you. All the peppers, they form at the top and they point upwards, and they form at the very top of the plant. And I guess if I had gotten these in a little earlier, they would have turned to color faster than they are now. I mean, here it is October, and they're not really quite flushed out with fruit yet, but they were getting there. And I think once they did all turn red, it would make a really interesting, almost ornamental plant. So Thai hot, definitely a really interesting one. Well, that's it for today.